You guys, I got COVID. I got COVID like 3 weeks ago. The first run of 2022 was to Vegas and Salt Lake. Hi, Noche. Say hi, YouTube. Noche. Say hi, YouTube. Anyway, the first run of 2022, and it was going to Vegas and Salt Lake City. And I had trailer problems, and when Ruben and I were in Vegas, we got COVID. He got COVID, and then he gave it to me along the trip. So we, obviously we didn't know, but as soon as we got home, we basically had the last 3 weeks off. So I'm sorry, you guys. I've missed you. And hi, Ruben.
Hey, Auntie.
Say hi, YouTube. We're back up and running. This is the first run. We're actually we just started the first run since we have been off for 3 weeks. I did do all the recording from the first run of 2022, which was Vegas and Salt Lake. So I did do a lot of recording on that, and I have had no energy, you guys. No energy to do any recording, any editing, anything. If you guys have left comments on my channel, it's just been, I've been gone, I've been off. So but anyways, we're back up and running, and I did go ahead and edit that video, and I'm gonna share that with you guys now. I hope you guys are all well, and if you get it, just go home, take your time off, enjoy it, and catch up on paperwork, do whatever you got to do, and when you're done, get back on the road. I mean, it is what it is. It's a flu. So anyways, here comes that video. I'm telling you guys, if it ain't one thing, it's another. My lord, this morning has already been off to a crazy start. So you have the Delco to take it to load it up. I had $2,300 going to Salt Lake City out of SoCal. Very excited about that. And then one of the loads canceled this morning, so I lost out on $750. And on the way to the first pickup, another wiring fault on the trailer that I chose to use for today. So we brought that trailer home. Now we're gonna hook up to another trailer and try and go back out and recover this load. So we're already really far behind, and I'm gonna help Ruben hook up to this trailer. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's Natalie. It's Hot Shot Adventures. Welcome back. So this is my load. Looks a little different, huh? Looks like a little bit of a different trailer, doesn't it? A little short. So I'll get back to the trailer in a second. But this is from my DC. It was so nice to see them. I hadn't seen them in quite some time. My plumbing guys. So that's one pick and 3 drops. 2 drops here in Vegas this morning, which I'm about to go do. And this is a Ford Flex going to Salt Lake City. So 2 of these drops are going to Vegas, and then 1 is going to Salt Lake City, and the car is going along with me to Salt Lake City. And let me jump in the truck really quick and tell you guys just the crazy horrid day that we had yesterday, Ruben and I. A little chilly this morning here in Vegas. We stayed over at South Point last night. I love it. South Point is like my go-to spot when I'm here. Yeah, so I had like a crazy day yesterday. Ruben and I had a crazy day yesterday. So we left the house at about 7 a.m. With the Delco. And I had planned all these loads. I kind of built a run around my direct customer who needed some stuff shipped to Salt Lake City. So I built some loads around what he had. I had the Ford Flex and the rest of his stuff going to Vegas and Salt Lake City, and then I had planned for another load, a $750 load, a little over $1 a mile, for some tractor tires, and they were all going to pick up yesterday morning. So Ruben and I left the house about 7 o'clock in the morning. We left the house with the Delco. We get 2 blocks down the road, and I'm getting the trailer wiring, trailer disconnected, and then it would come back. It was like, it was intermittent. The truck would stop reading the trailer every time we would make a left turn, and I'm like, what the hell, So another wiring issue. We headed about 30 miles down the road to pick up the Ford Flex, and Ruben went and picked it up out of an auction, pretty easy. And while he was in the auction picking up the car, I got a message from the broker for the tractor tires, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, the customer canceled." And I'm like, great. And then I started to think about it, and I was like, well, I know we're going into a snowstorm in Salt Lake City. I'm having electric issues with the trailer. I don't want to have a safety issue with my nephew, who is a fairly new driver, and a heavy load going into, a snowstorm. So Ruben brought out the Ford Flex, and I'm like, Ruben, he starts to pull out the rumps. I'm like, stop. I'm like, let's go back to the house. Let's pull, the little rabbit out of a hat here. I said, this load canceled, and we have just enough space if we pick up this new trailer. I haven't told you guys yet, but I bought this trailer about 3 weeks ago. I bought it so Ruben could take his CDL test, and I will get back to that. I will get back to you guys with some more information on that a little bit later in another video. But I bought this little 24-foot gooseneck trailer, and I said, look, let's take this Delco back to the house. It's not safe. I don't have the time or the energy or the patience or the knowledge, really, to deal with this electrical issue right now. We got to get going. So we get back to the house about 9 o'clock. We leave the house about 10:30. We had to play magical trailers, move all the trailers around in order to get to this trailer, which I had put in the backyard because we weren't going to use it anytime soon. So we get this trailer, go back to the Ford Flex, load the Ford Flex, go to my direct customer, load his stuff, and then we came out to Vegas. Now, by the time we got to Vegas, of course, it was too late to make my deliveries. So we actually had to stay here in Vegas, which was very unfortunate. It put me really far behind on this trip because, we had to stay in Vegas. I wanted to drop these two little drops. It's 3 pieces here going to Vegas. I wanted to drop this stuff yesterday afternoon and already be well into Utah today or last night before we shut it down. So now I'm like really, really delayed. And it's just one of those things, it's just one of those things. I had a canceled load. I had an issue with the trailer. We had to kind of recover things. Thank God I have this little trailer. So we're actually we're going to Salt Lake City with a 24-foot trailer. The plumbing supplies at the front of the trailer is $950. Like I said, 1 pick, 3 drops. And the Ford Flex is a $600 bill. So $1,550, going about 700 miles, and which is decent, which is good, right? And then I booked like a vinyl fencing load, like 4,000 pounds, I think it is, 16 feet of deck space, if I recall correctly, picking up out of Provo, coming back to SoCal for $950. Not that great. There are other partials. If I would have had my 40-foot trailer, I would have probably been making about $1,900 coming back, but unfortunately I'm limited on space this trip, and we get what we get. So we're gonna run this stuff up to, we're gonna do these drops in Vegas, and then get up to Salt Lake. I don't know, depending on the weather, we may or may not be able to make our drops today in Salt Lake. And of course, my pickup was scheduled for today. It's probably going to be tomorrow morning. Hopefully the broker does not cancel it on me. I will call them a little bit later, but we'll see how things go. You guys, you got to roll with the punches. You just got to keep rolling with the punches. It's like one thing after another. I am grateful that I did have this little trailer. I had no intention of really taking it on the road with me, because it's such a small trailer, like it doesn't financially make any sense for me to run a 24-foot trailer when I have multiple 40-foot trailers. So the only thing is, all my other 40-foot trailers are down. So I'm looking forward to getting done with this trip, getting back from Salt Lake, and working on some trailers. And God willing, I'll be able to at least fix one for next week. And we'll go from there, you guys. All right, first drop, shipping and receiving, 7 a.m. They're taking this little bundle here. Ruben's going to check in. Hopefully we can get somebody out here pretty quick because I gotta go. Alright, 475 miles later, we're about to unload this bad boy right here, Odessa, Salt Lake. Ooh, it's chilly. It's chilly, chilly, chilly. Ruben's gonna roll this one off, and then we got about a 20-mile drive to our drop of this stuff, which is in West Haven, Utah, but did not make it in time to drop it today. So of course I have to drop it off tomorrow morning. I did call my broker, you guys, for that pickup, and they were able to push it out for me. I got the okay for me to load it tomorrow morning. So that's good. We got to hold on to that. I didn't have to go back to the drawing board. So let's roll this car off, and then we'll find a hotel to camp out for the night, do our final drop in the morning and our pickup, and we will be home by tomorrow night. All right, we're here. Deck of the trailer is empty. We're here at our pickup. Let me show you guys really quick. Some vinyl fencing over there in the back. They're just about to grab it. Loading in the rain. What can we do about that? At least it's not snowing. And yeah, we're gonna do this pickup. $950 bill. It's not the greatest, but it's light, it's short, and it'll fit on the trailer. So, and we're gonna get out of here. 600 miles from home.